During a recent episode of The View, things took a hilariously unexpected turn as Whoopi Goldberg quite literally fell asleep. Well, sort of mid-discussion. The topic? The Golden Bachelor, specifically a comment made by Mel Owens, a former NFL player turned reality TV contestant, who sparked a bit of controversy after suggesting he wouldn't date women over the age of 60. Owens, who is 66 himself, explained that he preferred dating within a younger age range, 45 to 60, prompting a wave of opinions from the show's co-hosts. But while the rest of the panel was diving into the topic, Whoopi had clearly reached her limit. As the segment began, Whoopi introduced the topic using her now-signature Valley Girl accent, a tone she typically reserves for subjects she finds boring or ridiculous. It was obvious from the jump that she wasn't thrilled to be spending airtime dissecting the dating preferences of a retired football player. Co-host Joy Behar tried to spice things up by relating to Owen's preference for a younger partner, joking that she'd prefer someone not only younger but potentially a compatible organ donor. Her wit, however, didn't do much to keep Whoopi interested. Sarah Haynes chimed in next, taking a jab with a sarcastic remark about men seeking younger women for superficial reasons. No, they want her for her boobs, she quipped. Alyssa Farah Griffin added her 2 cents, saying that it's sad to see a man in his 60s still behaving like a guy in his 20s, with a dating range that oddly excludes women closer to his own age. Then Sunny Hostin declared Owen's statement ridiculous, which seemed to be the final straw for Whoopi. As the conversation dragged on, Goldberg's body language said it all. She slowly slumped down in her seat, resting her head in her hand, and eventually, she laid her head directly on the Hot Topics table. Eyes closed. Totally done. Whether it was boredom or mockery or a little bit of both, it was a moment that didn't go unnoticed. The camera cut to her just as she was in full nap mode, and Joy Behar hilariously called it out. Whoopi took a nap during that one. She took a nice little nap. Whoopi didn't deny it. I did, she admitted with a laugh, owning the moment with her usual candor. But she wasn't quite finished. Before the show went to commercial break, Goldberg delivered one last zinger aimed at Owens and his apparent midlife crisis. I think somebody who played in the NFL should not be talking about what he doesn't want because you've been hit enough. Your body's beat to poop, she said, getting a big reaction from the studio audience. And then, with a look directly into the camera, she delivered the final blow. What you don't want is what you're going to get. That's how God works. It was classic Whoopi, unfiltered, hilarious, and a little bit savage. And while the conversation about the Golden Bachelor may not have been riveting, Whoopi's dramatic protest nap turned it into one of the most memorable segments of the episode.